Hello, this is Mrs. Pullen for Algebra 2. In this video, I'm going to go over problem number 16 from the Unit 1 Review Sheet 2024. And we're asked to factor this problem. And the first thing we do is look to see if there's a GCF for all 6 terms, and there isn't. And then we notice, well, there's 6 terms. If you have 4 or 6 terms, you should think grouping. Okay, because don't forget, on the test, it's not going to tell you the type of technique that you're doing. So when you're factoring 6 terms, you can either factor in pairs or factor in triplets. How do you know which one? I always recommend starting with pairs, and if that doesn't work, go for triplets. So when I factor out, I notice in the first term that k squared is common, and I get k squared minus 4. And for the second group, I notice that 8k is in common, and when I factor that out, I get k squared minus 4. And then for the last group, I notice that 12 is in common, and that's it. And so then the other factor, 12k squared divided by 12 is k squared. 48 divided by 12 is minus 4. And then I look, well, is there a common binomial? And there is. And so we're going to factor that out. When I divide each of these polynomials by k squared minus 4, I get k squared plus 8k plus 12. I'm going to factor out the first binomial to get a k plus 2 times k minus 2. And now for my trinomial, I'm looking for two factors that multiply up to 12 and add to positive 8. And those factors, they're both going to be the same sign, so they're both positive, and they have to add to a positive number, so it's going to be 6 and 2. So I can actually factor this to k plus 6 times k plus 2. You can either leave the answer like this or rewrite it, since we have a common binomial, as k plus 2 squared times k minus 2 times k plus 6. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow.